It's time for Camp Possum. 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 It's time for this little possum. There he goes. Aw, he's so cute. Hey everybody, it's time for Camp Possum. Hope you're not late. Hope you're not late. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Or not. Hi everybody, it's Camp Possum time. We're here. We're gonna play Roscoe today. There's Roscoe. He's here with us today. Isn't he cute? He's got his little elf suit on. His little elf. Oh, Pat says turn on his hat. Pat's gonna be a little late today. She's still getting ready, but that's okay. I can get you started. Did you print off your big list, the big list of tunes? I only added one since last time, but I think this is our 31st tune. Yeah, this is 31 tunes of Camp Possum we've done already. So that's exciting. There's his little blinky hat. That was my blinky hat last year, but he gets it from me. There he goes. Look at him blink there. Yeah, you can see him blinking. All right, so we're going to play Roscoe today in the key of G. Where do you get the music? You only get the music at patreon.com/Charlie Walden. So that's where the music is. There's music and mandolin tab. I put this list out on the Facebook page. I was a little late with it, but I got it up there today. But it's only, if you printed last week's list, it's only one more. We did Sam's Sugarbush Jig last week. So let's try to get started here. I'm going to start with the mandolin. Like I said, Pat's going to be a little late, so I'm just going to play through the tune a couple times. We'll still teach it at half past the hour. We'll start teaching. In the meantime, we'll be playing our Camp Possum tunes. Let's see here. Get a little swig of coffee. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday morning so far. Or Saturday afternoon to our friends in the Atlantic time zone. But I love this tune, man. I tell you, I've really grown to where I really like this tune. So I looked at 3 or 4 versions on the interwebs. That's not one I used to play, but in honor of Roscoe, I learned it. So I got the dots here. I'm going to play from my dots just so I don't run you off into the weeds. But I played it last night, and it's a lot. You can do a lot of fancy melodic variations. I will say I've got 3 Band-Aids stacked on top of each other on my thumb here from cutting my thumb the other day in the kitchen. But I figured after 9 months of pandemic cooking, if I only cut myself once so far, I'm doing pretty good, knock on wood. All right. But I don't have my normal facility, so I'm going to play it kind of slow on the mandolin. See, the problem is I can't hold the pick. So as the pick turns, I'll be stopping if I play the mandolin. It's okay with the fiddle. It's a different spot on my thumb I use to hold the bow, but we'll struggle along here. Turning pick, second part. I'm good for one time through. That's kind of how Roscoe goes, isn't it? So, but yeah, the pick keeps turning because of the 3 thick Band-Aids on my finger here. But so I will put up another little video of the mandolin, kind of moderate tempo, a few times through later this week as my thumb heals. But let me play it on the fiddle for you now. But I still can teach it on the mandolin because that's nice and slow, phrase by phrase. So not to worry. Let's play a little Roscoe on the fiddle now. It didn't bother me too much playing the fiddle in the big fiddle show last night. So. The guitar was touch and go. All right, so let's try a little Roscoe now on the fiddle, just a few times through here. Sorry about that. That's a really fun tune. I'm looking forward to playing that.
I gotta find the place.
I'm looking forward.
Where everybody is, so I can see everybody.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to playing with that with everybody.
Belle wants to know if you
future.
glued it shut. You're rude if you glued it shut.
There was nothing to glue.
Yeah, there really
It's
wasn't.
just a hole. It's a piece of missing meat. So it's. I think they call that healing by third intention. I believe is where you just have to. The cells have to rebuild themselves. So I set them on a path to rebuilding themselves. All right, so let us play from our list of the great Camp Possum tune list. Here it is. If you want the dots, they're and the tab, they're at patreon.com/Charlie Walden. And let us
We got nice
see the
crowd
pace.
people here today.
I know there's
all the
I
usual
know
suspects.
and a few new suspects too.
Few new suspects.
All right. Oh, did you see the Big Fiddle Show studio tour? Did anybody have a chance to watch that?
Studio tour. You also got to do a Twitch tutorial.
Oh yeah, I got to tell people how to use Twitch too.
And Margaret wanted that. Smith.
Yes. But I thought that I found even watching back, I found that studio tour fascinating.
Mimi Rose is in Palo Alto. I bet we know who Mimi Rose is.
We know her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've communicated with her off and on. She suggested a tune for Camp Possum, which we'll do in a few weeks, called Camp Chase. That's a good tune too. Yeah, you can still make your requests for the Camp Possum tune list. You know, I've got a list I'm working from. But if something new comes in that I go, oh, that would be a good one, just let me know. Just send it to me at bigfiddleshow@gmail.com. Don't put it in the chat line here because I'll never see it again. But if you email it to me at bigfiddleshow@gmail.com, I will be sure to give it due consideration. So now let's play some tunes from Camp Possum. What key shall we start in, Pat? Let's start in the key of C.
Okay, that's good. We didn't start there last time.
I don't think I can remember all of them to get them started, but that's okay. I'll play the ones I can remember.
Well, yeah, Niall Wilson's tune is always.
Well, but that's the one that goes do 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 do.
Oh, it is.
That's the one where I call it the chiropractic reel, because you do your head do 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 do. That's it.
All right, go.
Here we go. I just had to make sure I'd forgotten how to do the shift there. What is this? Niall Wilson's tune in C.
Yeah.
It's short. It's a half-length part, actually. It's a half-length part, actually. It should play twice, I think, technically. Okay, so now let's try a little bit of...
All right, some more have joined us. Yay.
I like that Niall Wilson's tune in C. It's goofy, but it's fun to play. Let's try. Oh, let's play Sam's Sugar Bush Jig from last week. Not too fast because it's just from last week.
Is it a jig?
Yep. Yeah, Sam's Sugar Bush Jig. Yeah, it's a jig. Not too fast. I'm blocking Topo Chicho. I gotta scoot over. And now here he is. Topo Gigio. There he is. Topo Gigio.
Put him on camera during December.
Guy's a little rat. He's just a little rat. He's a little rat. You know, I'm gonna have to print out my own copy of the Camp Possum tune book, and so I can remember the tunes. I'm gonna do that this afternoon.
You're gonna have to do that.
You know about the Camp Possum tune book? Do you know about it, Pat? Do you know about the Camp Possum tune book?
Hi, Joe. Hey, Roger. Hi, Annie. Hi, Janita and Lee. Hi, Marinelle, Bruce, Kelly, Don Coleman, Kim Harris, Mimi Rose, Sarah, Susan.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to tell people about the Camp Possum tune book.
Here's some more.
Pat?
Well, go ahead and tell them now. Then.
You know, if you're a patron, you get it for free. But if you want a copy of the Camp Possum tune book, the first 25 weeks of Camp Possum, send me a message, bigfiddleshow@gmail.com. I'll tell you how to get it. You get two versions. You get the mandolin tab and the notation for $5. But if you're a patron, you get it for free anyway. And if you can't find it, if you're a patron, message me and I'll tell you where to look for it. Okay, here we go. The Camp Possum tune book. I got to print out my own copy so I can remember the tunes because I can't start half of them. Oh, it's sad. It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs.
I couldn't even remember the name of that tune last night.
I know. Oh, that was really sad. I started it out and couldn't even get it going. That was really sad. Really sad. All right, let's play a little Wagner. Here we go. Right. Still in C. Three times. Three.
Sweet
Three. 1, 2, 3. Remember
Sweet
when you played at the Kaylee down in St. Louis? They had the guy
One,
from
two, three,
Ireland
1, 2,
all
3.
night long. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It was cute.
You know why there's only
It was cute.
239 beans in an Irish bean soup? Do you know why there's only 239
yes, you told
beans?
that last week.
I didn't tell it last week.
You did.
No.
Yeah, no.
If
What's
the-
the answer?
If there was one more bean, it'd be 240.
You told that last week.
Come on, there's no way I told that joke last week.
Yeah.
It'd be
You
240.
told it on Camp Possum or the show.
Well, on the show.
You did.
All right, here. We got any more in C that I can remember?
Discussing it with Barb Coons.
Old reunion. Here we go. Niles, tune C. Oh yeah.
You're late. You're late to try to talk with Gigio. You're late.
Topo Gigio doesn't, he's not in charge of everything.
Your legs in front of him.
So I have to sit here like I'm on a Japanese subway, holding everything in. Come on, cut me a break, Pat. It's just Topo Gigio. Topo Gigio. All right, so let's. That tune was interrupted by Topo
You
Gigio.
could get playing.
Joe wants to hear Old Joe. Let's play a little bit of Old
that's
Joe,
a
just
good
for him. It's not on the Camp Possum list, but Joe, since you're a master clockmaker
Yeah,
and,
Annie, I was right.
and
Thank
musician
you.
extraordinaire, we'll play a little Old Joe. Here we go. C, that's in C and A minor.
Yeah.
Old Joe, here we go. Old Joe. Everybody sing along too in the second part.
Yeah. The right notes.
Old Joe. 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 Harmony. Old Joe. Old Joe. Old Joe. Old Joe. Old Joe. Old Joe. Old Joe.
Yeah, but singing an octave apart, that's not harmony.
I wasn't singing an octave part. That wasn't an octave. You sing Old Joe. Sing. Old Joe, old Joe. See, that's a harmony note.
Was an octave.
That's a harmony note. Old Joe.
Just one was an octave.
Old Joe. Old Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's play it.
Close.
It's almost time to.
It's close.
It's almost time to do.
It's 11:23.
It's 11:20. We got time for one more. Let's play one more. Two more. Okay, thank you. Two more.
At least two more, I'd say. Yeah.
Let's move to G since Roscoe's in G, and then everybody will be ready to play in
Because
G.
it's a minute and a half, for each tune. You play it 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that useful bit of information. Let's play Swamp Lake or Shoal Creek Breakdown in G. We're moving to G. If there are any banjoists out there, I don't see Alan here today, but there may be other banjoists in the audience.
You could be lurking out there. There's not a lot of time to type if you're playing everything.
No, there isn't. All right, here we go. That's that one, folks. Shoal Creek, here we go. I'm liking the mouse kid, Kelly says.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to get a complex. Keep upstaging him. Poor
I'm upstaging. Poor.
Upstage.
He was a marionette, by the way. Remember, he was a marionette.
I think he was a marionette.
Yeah, and he and Howdy Doody were both marionettes. That was the age of the marionette television marionette.
Yes.
They're not. You don't see a lot of marionettes
fallen
anymore.
Out of fashion
I know.
somehow.
For some reason the marionettes are not big.
Yeah.
If Muppets put the marionettes out of business.
Yeah.
They pretty much did. Damn those Muppets!
What are you playing?
I want to Darling Nellie Gray if I can start it. How's it go? Oh, shoot. I've got to print out my Camp Possum tune book. Whistling Rufus. Whistling Rufus. Here we go. Ma'am, my brain no worky.
No worky.
Brain no worky today. Look, watch this.
Charlie? Charlie's not.
Whistling Rufus, folks. And then we'll go on to Roscoe. Rufus. Gotta love that, man. You gotta love that. Are we guys doing KDHX tomorrow? Yes, we are. Yes, we are doing KDHX tomorrow. We're gonna do it. I've convinced Pat that she could do it with me every other week. Right? KDHX.
I agreed to every other week.
Okay, she agreed to every other, first and third. It'll be first and third.
Just
Sundays.
like street cleaning.
That's right,
It's
like
first
street
and third.
cleaning. And then I might do something on the off weeks, little workshop or something. But yeah, we're doing. I just haven't put the link up yet, so we are doing the KDHX thing tomorrow. Okay, so let's play a little Roscoe one more time, Pat. Shall we? One more time, just you and me.
Oh, okay. Just play it on your fiddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to teach it on the
I heard
mandolin.
what happened with the mandolin.
It sounded awful.
No. I mean, you just with your thumb. You really shouldn't push it.
Well, I can teach it on.
It bled for 24 hours.
I can teach it on the
or
mandolin.
more.
I intend to teach it on the mandolin, but I don't have to.
Yeah.
It's not the same as trying to perform it.
Okie dokie.
So. But I will put up a version of it this week on YouTube, so you can see it on the Mando. Here we go. Okay, you can vacate the premises.
Yay! I have
You have things.
some more stuff.
She's
to
got things to do. Important people to meet.
More stuff to do.
I can
I'll
put
be
this.
back.
I'll put this in front of Topo Gigio for now.
Oh, you stinker! He's gonna bite your ankles.
Goodbye, Pat. Everybody say goodbye to Pat. Goodbye, Pat. Goodbye, Pat. So long, Pat. All right, so now let's get out this the starvation box's starvation box. You think you can start playing the guitar? You can really start playing the mandolin. Okay, so let us see. Let me go to the finger view here. And we're going to play a little bit of Roscoe. Roscoe. Okay, let's see. And that's Roscoe. And that's Roscoe.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that. That's a fun tune. I really appreciate Michael Plumley is the one who kind of got me playing that tune. And then when I
think he's off camping
when
today.
I got snob shamed for being a Roscoe snob. I got shamed, so I had to learn it. It's a really good tune. Like I said, this would be a really good bluegrass fiddle tune to play with the bluegrass band too. So, all right. So let us go back to our list and play. We play 3 or 4 more. Easy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, what do you want to do? We're still in G. Let's play Walk Along John.
Okay.
All right. G. Here we go. Walk Along John in G. Why can't I remember how Darling Nellie Gray goes? There it is.
Good, Pat. Oh,
People-
you got it? Okay.
Okay.
Let's play before
G.
I forget it.
Dude, that's where your diminished part goes. Your fancy
I didn't think
G
you
sharp
let
diminished.
me. I didn't think
It's
you
in the
let me.
music.
You-
We wrote it
Because
out.
I did it.
I taught it
before,
that
and
way.
you didn't let me play it.
No, that is totally wrong. I wrote it out in the music.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I even wrote it into the music that I posted online.
No, I thought I wasn't allowed to because it didn't resolve to a G, to a 5 chord. It doesn't resolve to a 5 chord.
No, but-
so I thought you weren't gonna let me do it.
Oh. Hey, let's move over to D.
Fine.
Somebody wanted silver and gold two-step earlier. so
Okie dokie.
maybe that was last night they wanted it, but
Might
yeah.
have been. We just don't.
Give a second for D.
know.
We're going to D, folks.
Yeah, I think Pete's there today.
Silver and
Well, he
gold
said
two-step.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. D. Yeah, so we're in D. We can play all the big tunes in D. Let's play South Missouri.
Good.
All right, here we go.
Good,
Here we
good.
go. My thumb's holding up pretty good. As long as my thumb holds up, I'll keep playing.
Yeah, you shouldn't push it too far.
All right, let's play two more and then I'll quit.
Two more.
All right, two more and we'll quit. It's two more in D. Here we go.
Because I'm about faint when I have to change that bandage.
It's really gross under there, isn't it?
Just awful.
It's a
There's nothing
serious,
to glue
serious
together,
gash.
is there?
Serious gash.
And if you need stitches, there's nothing to stitch it together.
All right, so let's play a little bit of South Missouri. That's the
All
one that's like Liberty backwards. Remember, that's way back in week 1.
Way back.
That was back in May.
Way back.
May. Can you remember? I can't even remember May. Can't remember that kind of thing. Oh yeah. See, I counted to 3 that time. Ha ha. Ha. Hi, John Gross from Austin, Texas.
Yeah, he's been here before.
Yeah, he has. He's been here. He's been here.
Yep. There
All
he
right,
is.
so one more in G. One more in G. Let's
in
see. In D, sorry, D. How about Peacock Rag?
That's a good
That's a
one.
good one. All right.
That's a good one.
This is the last tune of the day. So, folks, you'll see us tomorrow at the KDHX Facebook page. I'll put the link on the fan page of the Pat and Possum's Big Fiddle Show on Facebook. So we'll catch you later.
All right.
Let's play a little bit of that Peacock Rag, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed Roscoe. All right, folks. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Get ready to wave, Pat. Get ready to wave.
I'm
She's
ready
ready
to
to wave.
wave.
She's ready to wave.
Yeah, bye. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody for
Hello,
coming.
Hello, Quist. Hello.
That's the
Bye-bye.
wave. Bye, bye, everybody. Goodbye. See you next time. Thanks a lot for coming.
Short, abrupt ending here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Abrupt ending. Back.
Just a lot of ads, right?
Yeah, no, not a lot of ads. Just one ad. Just one ad. Oh, you think you're so funny. You think you're so darn funny.